Lads, it's Tottenham. Welcome back to Sporting160EN podcast. We're actually on episode 160, so the correlation works pretty well there.
Nice.
Happy 160 to my main man, Danny, man. How are you?
What do we think of shit?
Tottenham.
What do we think of Tottenham?
Shit.
Thank you.
That's
we
all
hate
right.
Tottenham. Feeling good, bro. That's funny. 160 on Sporting160 should be a big commemorative thing. But anyways, yeah, feeling good, man. The weather, I don't know about over there in London. Over here in Toronto, the weather's starting to get a little frightful.
Yeah,
Watching Sporting is getting delightful though. So it's that time of the year. I should be a rapper with some of these bars. Anyway, Sam, how are you doing, dude?
Yeah, man. As you know, I've literally just got back from a 7-a-side game, literally about less than 15 minutes ago. So I'm very tired. I probably will stutter a few times, and I've got my bottle of water here, so I'll probably be indulging in that quite a bit as well. But unfortunately, unlike the main man behind me, Paulinho, I did not score or assist. But it was a good runabout anyway. Just to segue quickly, thank you. If you didn't know, we've tweeted a few times. We've been. Myself have been on some Spurs podcasts, and I appreciate that the intro is probably not what they want to hear right now, but it's all fun and games. We don't take it.
I like Tottenham personally. I don't. Maybe not. Yeah. Maybe Man U's like my number one English team, but I have a soft spot for Tottenham because I just fucking hate Arsenal. So.
Well, my girlfriend's an Arsenal supporter, so I can't say, and my dad and my brother are as well. So
I'm sorry to hear, bro.
I didn't let them know on the pod. I didn't say anything. I didn't want to be attacked or anything. But shout out to Last Word on Spurs. They had me on. I've actually got 102,000 followers as well. So if you are a Spurs fan, or even if you just want to follow Spurs fans, keep them up. And there was another one which I can't remember off the top of my head. I'm just going to get it up quickly because I know it's in my DMs somewhere. Tottenham Podspur, which is a fantastic name, if I do say so myself. Yeah. And also Chris Cowlin, who I sent in a video of him. Well, of me speaking about Sporting. Both games, by the way, predicted wins. 2-1, I said, for the first game. For the second game, I think I said 1-1 because it'll be away. But not too far from the predictions. And, before we get into the game, we'll go to the Twitter questions. Any Twitter questions about the game we'll obviously save until sort of the end part. So let me just get those up. First, I'll save Nuno's questions for the Spurs game. For Frankfurt as well, and Portimonense. Thank you, Nuno. I promise you we'll get to those questions. But the first one goes again from Nuno Gabriel, who says, do we think that St. Just is injury prone, given his track record with us some before, or just some bad luck? Danny, what are your thoughts? Obviously, 2 injuries in the space of a month is not good, but is it bad luck, or do you think it's maybe he's a bit cursed?
Matt, because he comes in with this history of being injury prone, you know what I mean? So it's definitely more than just bad luck. But I can't even shit on the purchase just yet, because when he has come on and when he has played, he's played really well, right? Sporting just a better team with him. It's just it's annoying because now with Neto out for a few weeks, we don't know the timeline on St. Just, unless you know it. I haven't really kept up with it.
They said so till after the international break. That's the main thing of it.
Okay, so there's 2 more games, I think, if I'm not mistaken, or even 1 more game. Sorry, after this weekend, it goes into international break.
In theory, right? But I reckon it'll probably be, even if he's back, he'll probably ride the bench for a bit, and then like he came on sort of slow introduction.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's unfortunate for him because I think if he plays regular minutes at Sporting and does well, I mean, he's playing Champions League. It's not like, where did he come from last year? Mainz, right?
Yeah, Mainz.
It's not like he was playing Champions League last year. It's not like he had that much of exposure to the world that he does with Sporting, if I do say so myself. So he would have a good shout for the World Cup, but for that he needs to not be hurt. And so far that hasn't happened. So, I mean, shitty luck on him, but it's to be expected. It's the history he's come with.
Yeah, I mean, I'd be inclined to agree. The only thing that sucked is on his first start, he scored and was man of the match and was absolutely fantastic, I thought. Yeah. There's a player there, but I would hate to see it sort of be dragged down by injuries. Where I say he's injury prone, I don't know if it's a stretch because last year he was out with a shoulder injury. Now it was a hamstring. Yeah, I think this one was a hamstring, but the first one was an ankle. You're right, but whether that carries on, you never know. I think Porro was labelled as injury prone before he came, and
Yeah.
He's had a few injuries, but he's still one of our better players. So
Yeah.
it just depends, I suppose. I mean, last game, I'm not saying we didn't need him because he's a great player, but we managed to improve without him. Matthews Race with a good cover, and like you said, with Neto, it's a bit shaky because if we get say a centre back on your card or an injury, is it Esgaio? Is it Massa? Like who knows who goes in that centre back? So hopefully Saint just comes back stronger. I think Neto's out for 6 weeks as well, so it's a bit of a layoff for those two, but hopefully they can come back. El Jefe King Jeff asks, I'll give you the first question, Danny. With the emergence of Arthur, do you see Fatawu losing opportunities?
Oh, of course, no doubt, and especially because he comes in, plays for like a minute, gets the ball, and scores against Tottenham. But I think that's always the case with Arthur. Because of Arthur coming in, Fatawu plays less. Because if it wasn't the case, we wouldn't have bought another winger. Mind you, preseason, Fatawu's kind of played left wing back. So I don't know what Amorim's plans are with him. I think he should play up top. I mean, but then he also got subbed on against Porto to play left wing. So we'll see. But he's young, so he's more of a project player for sure. But yeah, definitely with Arthur coming in, Fatawu plays less.
Yeah, it's funny because when Fatawu came on against Porto, he could have been that Arthur because he came on, had an opportunity, nearly scored. Yeah, so it could have been the other way around, but obviously time will tell with Fatawu. But Arthur at the moment looks like a good prospect. Whether he starts next game, I'm unsure of, and I don't think he will. But to have someone off the bench like that, whereas Tabata is skillful, I think the pace of Arthur, like that goal, was just incredible, which we'll get onto. But I guess I'll give you the second question as well, because it's the Fatawu one. How do you feel about him being developed in a striker role? And do you think, I know you said didn't know the plans, but personally, where would you play Fatawu?
I mean, I haven't seen enough of him to really gauge. He could play like a striker role like Marcus Edwards is currently, right? Like Edwards has been playing centrally. He'll drift to the left, drift to the right a bit. If he could probably play with this interchangeable system that we have up top right now. I mean, the kid has a left foot, right? That's all about it, though, because he's very raw everywhere else. Hopefully, he doesn't turn out to be another Plata. That's it. But I mean, maybe he could play as a striker. Who knows? In this system, why not? Why not? But we'll see.
Yeah. I mean, the potential's there. Like I said, we saw it against the Porto game. Even to get in that position, I know that the end product wasn't good, but like he's 18, 19, and that will come with time.
Yeah.
Sort of does remind me in Sarah Tomas in a way, like, I say, like how you kept saying, like, he needs time, and I think he does need time, and he proved it in that first sort of stretch with Stuttgart. I don't know if he scored since, to be honest. I don't think he has, but I think wherever he goes to the BT, which I think he will, maybe get the minutes there, or like the under 23s or wherever, or even maybe a loan out in January. I'm not sure, but I think Amorim with youngsters likes to take them slow to introduce them. We still have it with Massa pretty much. He's barely got burn, if any. It's different with like Inacio and Nuno Mendes because we were so short of that position anyway. But with wingers, we've just got so many. I feel like it's unfair. It is a bit unfair for Fatawu because, not gonna lie, all of our wingers are firing on all cylinders. Pot's been playing well, Trical's playing well. Edwards, obviously. Nuno Santos off the bench has scored against Frankfurt and has been an absolute beast, and obviously can play left wing back as well. And now with the emergence of Arthur Gomez, it's going to be a lot harder for him to get into the team. But he's still young. He'll get there in time. I don't think our Ghanaian fans, I know that they love the kid. I don't think there's any reason to worry on their side. It will come with time. But I'll take the last one. If you had to keep one, would it be the Bees or under 23s, and why?
The Bees.
I would say the Bees. Yeah, probably higher standard of competition, maybe. Unless are the under 23s in like the Champions League, or is that under like 19s? Because I know they do like a youth. I think that's under 19s.
That's the under. Let me double check, but I don't think it's under 23s. I think it's the 19s. I think you're right.
Yeah.
I just like the B team because it plays now in the third division, but
yeah, and I think it's going to stay there for quite a while.
Oh yeah, for sure.
But yeah, if we do play well, then it's just calm. So
yeah. But even still, third division or second division, I think it's better exposure than a U23 division. You know what I mean? So
yeah. He also asked, what times you put up? What time zone? That's my fault. I forgot to add the American time and the Eastern time. So Toronto time. I don't know if that's East or West
Eastern.
or whatever.
Yeah,
Time.
it's Eastern. It's Eastern.
That's 5 hours behind us. So yeah, so it would be 5:30 your time. I'm not sure on the other coast. Do you know on that one?
That's 3 hours from us, so I guess 8 from you. So right now it's 2. It's about to be 3:00.
Okay, cool. So yeah. I guess this is not the time we usually go live. If not, it'll be 11 our time, 6. Then what?
It's usually we usually go live now anyway. So
yeah, it'll always be around this time. Paul Rodriguez asked when St. Just returns and Neto is healthy, Nuno Santos or Matheus Reis at left wing back. Danny, what are your thoughts?
Bro, I'm conflicted now because I've been loving. Everybody knows Matheus Reis just shut me the fuck up, and last season he was the best left wing back we had. He's still playing great. Nuno Santos these last few games has been. I mean, he's been our like most underrated player since we bought him. But these last few games, especially, there's something that Nuno Santos has that garra. There's a play in Tottenham. I know we'll get into it. There's a play in Tottenham where Tottenham crosses the ball. I think it even flashes by most of our defenders, but Nuno gives that guy like a little fucking a little shoulder barge, I guess you can say, and it kind of takes him off the ball a bit. His grittiness, I fucking love. But I mean, when St. Just returns and Luis Neto will be on the bench, period, right? St. Just returns, okay, he starts, no problem. Between Nuno Santos and Matheus Reis, I'm with Amorim on this one. I guess it depends on the game. Even Amorim said if he wants to attack more and hold more possession, he'll keep Nuno Santos. If he wants to defend more, he'll keep Matheus Reis. But they both keep the ball well. They both, on possession, they go well. Right now, I'll still keep Matheus Reis, but Nuno Santos, I think should even be playing up top. That trio's been doing well, Trincão, Edwards, and Pot, but even Nuno Santos is getting in with the goals. You know what I mean? So it's tough to say, man. I would love to see them both on the field at all times. If only we could play with 12 players, but and Paulinho shouldn't start this weekend. Although I love him, UEFA man, thank you for the goal. That front three so far is dynamic. Assist. And the assist. Agreed. Sorry, my bad. Apologies.
Sell a boy short, man.
Apologies. And the assist, goal and assist. Man of the match came in on what? The 80th? 75th?
I think late. Was it later than that?
The 80th. I think it was like 10 minutes to go.
Yeah.
But he shouldn't start. Not yet. This front three has been doing so well that don't touch it.
Yeah.
Unless you're dropping Pot, don't touch that front three.
Yeah. I agree with both. I would say Matheus Reis, but like you said, I think it depends on the competition because it's very weird. They play the same position, but they're two completely different players, and like the play styles are so different. But I agree. Nuno Santos has been playing so well, and shout out to the boys who said selling for 10 million. Which, by the way, we had 70%. We get 7 million, which is an awful deal.
When he was linked to Torino. Yes. Fuck those people.
I remember we tweeted it and we got so many people saying, there was quite a few, so it's not just one. But they were like, But
yeah, no, I remember that. Nah, fuck those. Whoever said that, fuck you, man. I know I get a lot of things wrong on this podcast, but never sell Nuno Santos. Build him a statue outside. Okay, I'll chill on that. Give him we have to renew his contract. I don't know how many years he has left. I'll Google this right now, but whatever it is, renew it. He's been great for us since he's come in.
Yeah, fact. And I agree with Paulinho. The only thing I would say is that if you're going to give someone a rest before the international break, I would assume it probably would be Trincão or maybe Edwards. But I think the way Edwards is playing, he can't drop.
No.
And
even Trincão, I think the way Trincão is playing, you can't drop.
Yeah, the only way I see it is I think one of the midfielders could be dropped because they've been playing so well, but they've been playing with so much intensity that it's just like they probably do need a rest. And I would imagine it'd be Morita to hold the bench, but I think maybe just keep the team the same way it is. Maybe I would still like to see Master get a few minutes, man. I feel like he deserves a few minutes in the team. Like he can't be that bad. Like he's always around the main team, either on the bench or. I think he got one appearance or maybe 2 appearances last season, one in the Tassa, one at the end of the season, I think. Mm-hmm. But I'd like to see more of him. But for now, I'd say keep the 11 the same. If not, maybe just switch one of them out if they're tired. Shout to Stefan at Sporting CPH PNC. He goes, how do we feel up front at the moment? We asked that. We pretty much just answered that one, so I'll move that one. And actually, we answered both of those. Sorry, Stefan, man, but we literally answered those before. But I appreciate your question, man. Next one comes from Omar Pereira. He goes, after the last few wins, how are we feeling about our prospects for both the Liga Portuguese and the Champions League? Are we merely on a momentum wave, or is the Amorim system finally gelling together and all these signings paying off? Danny, I'll give you the first one. How are you feeling about the league and the Champions League? What are your expectations, or are they renewed from what they were a few weeks ago?
Listen, we're gonna win the Champions League for sure now. I'm kidding. I'm obviously more confident, right? There was something saying when we lost to Xavi that the last time that happened, we won the league. Last time we were 8 points back, we won the league, etc., in 2001. So, I mean, I'm a romantic, right? So I'm a football romantic. So of course I'm gonna start believing that there's still a chance and stuff like that. But let's be real, 8 points is still big. Braga, another win today. Shout out to Braga for actually winning me some money. I normally hate you guys, but last week they did me nice. This week you guys are doing me nice. So thank you, Braga. But Braga look good this year. Porto not so much. But maybe that's just one result, right? We can't take that to face value. I'm gonna stay quietly optimistic for both things. I still think, as good as we're looking now, I still think in the transfer market we should have done more. At least another defender. Now we have 2 down, right? Another midfielder, in my opinion, because clearly, as good as I love Bot. I think Bot's going to be huge for us, but Bot has to play up top. So I'm worried. I'm still worried about the depth. I'm not going to sit here and say I'm no longer worried about the depth and that we're going to win the league because we beat Tottenham. We had convincing wins in the Champions League. We're back to not conceding goals, which is huge. Very huge. We're not conceding goals anymore. But now I'm at least more confident that at the very least, if not compete for the title, at least, top 2, top 3. I think top 3 still makes Champions League this year, right?
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken, it's still the playoff.
No.
I think that only takes into effect next season because we dropped under their division, if I'm not mistaken.
I think it might be this one.
It might be this one. Okay, so that's my main worry, but I still think we can get a second at the very least, right? I'm still hoping for a title charge because Benfica look good, but let's be real, there should be, Vizela. There has been some games where maybe they could have dropped points, so maybe their luck can run out. But yeah, Primeira Liga, I think we can at least second. I'm more optimistic on. Champions League, I mean, listen, this can all go to shits too. We can finish the group with 6 points in 4th, right? So let's not get ahead of ourselves just yet, but it's looking good. I think we can definitely make it to the next stage, whether it's first or in second. We're in good position to do so. We need a big result away in France. A draw will do, but an even better result would be a win. We get a result in Portugal, and then we're cruising, I think. So Champions League, at least, match what we did last season, I think is on. And hopefully we avoid like a City or something, and I don't know, get like who's looking like decent to pass their group. And we can't get Benfica, but I don't know, I don't know why Napoli come to mind. Napoli are doing well. Or like an Inter or something.
I think who else is in Benfica's group? So it's Juventus.
Anybody from Porto's group. Bruges, Leverkusen, even Atleti I'll take. In Benfica's group, it's Juve and
PSG.
PSG.
Yeah, so maybe not PSG. But
if we come in first, Group G is City, Dortmund, Copenhagen, Sevilla. I take my chances against any of those boys. Minus City, of course, But City's coming in first. Let's say we finish first. I'll take any of those. So we'll see.
Yeah, I mean,
but we gotta get there first. Like I said, we can still finish 4th. So
yeah, the way I see the Portuguese league, you're a romantic. I would like to say I'm a romantic, but I'm also a realist. And looking at it now, I genuinely do not see Benfica dropping many points to where they're playing. You can say about the referees, which I mean, they made some shocking decisions. And I 100% agree, but you can't deny they're not playing very well.
No,
and Roger Smith's got them playing very well.
Agreed.
David Neres looks to be an absolute
Disgusting
quality signing. Yeah,
disgusting.
Like setting the league on fire. And John Mario, say what you want, man. I know he's like all his goals are penalties, but you have to score them, I suppose.
Penal Mario is what I'm going to start calling him.
I like that one. I like that one.
João Penati. No, I like Penal Mario.
The way is better. I was trying to think like of a rat one, but that doesn't really work out. But yeah, like I think obviously if we take points off Benfica, great. Like then my mind will change. But obviously, I don't know when that game is. I think it's towards the end of the year, isn't it?
Yeah,
like December time.
Yeah,
but they play Port. They have a stretch, I believe. Someone sent me a picture. It's like PSG, Guimarães, Porto, and then PSG again because they haven't played PSG yet. So that's a tough schedule for them. If they're going to drop points anyway, it's going to be there.
If they get an injury crisis as well. The only reason I'm with you, though, I'm more realistic. That's why I'm saying second, third. Only reason I think the title can still be on is because we have to play them twice. Porto plays them twice. And like I said, Braga this year looks good. They play them twice. I can see points being dropped in each of those games. So I'm hopeful, at least.
Yeah. I mean, if we beat Benfica or take points off them, then I'll come back and say, yeah, we should be aiming for the title. But as for now, I think second place is where we should be aiming for. Automatic qualification is the goal here because we finished second last year, and obviously I wanted to win the title, but better than finishing third, you know. But in terms of the Champions League, I think if we make the top of the group, then we should be aiming for quarterfinals. If we come second, then I'm happy getting knocked out in the round of 16 because you expect to lose to the first seed. But if we become the first seed, I know obviously teams can drop down, but let's say we do get a Club Brugge or we do get someone maybe not in the first seed. You read off the groups, but I can't remember.
The thing is, so like, look, in Group A, I mean, Napoli right now is in first. We could still get a Napoli, but never mind. I won't say what I was about to say. But
do it. Give us.
I think we can take on Napoli. I'm not saying beat them, but I think it's a closer matchup than we may think. But they looked amazing against Liverpool, and the kid that they bought from Ruben Kazan, that I'm not even going to try to bother saying his name, the Georgian kid, he's fucking dynamite. So, but I mean, okay, in that group, whoever comes second, Ajax or Liverpool, that's tough, right?
Liverpool are on a downward stretch, I think.
But if they manage second, that's still tough.
Yeah,
because I think they'll get their shit together if they get second. Let's say when we finish top of the group, that's in February. You know, they'll get their shit together. I think by then, Klopp is too good of a manager.
If we're looking at, so let's say the standings stay the same, and this is what goes through. If we get a Dinamo Zagreb, I would love that, right?
Of course.
Shakhtar
we can get Barcelona, though.
I know they're a good team and they spent a lot. I still fancy my chances against them. I'm not saying we're going to win, but like, I mean,
and then
Dortmund, we prove we can
beat them last year. Yeah.
Can't get Benfica, so let's just say PSG for the sake of, I think if they finish second, we're holding that, I think. Yeah. Obviously, never say never, but, you know, I mean, Barcelona. Porto's group, I have a feeling it will be Club Brugge, but if we're taking it like face value now, even by Leverkusen, I'll take. But you can never count out Atletico Madrid as well. And
I like Club Brugge though. I hope we don't get Club Brugge only because they have too many Canadians in that team for me to root against.
I really don't want Ajax again. Even like you could say, revenge game, and I know they've lost loads of players, but I don't know how the team will be.
They looked so good against Liverpool. They were unlucky to. I mean, Liverpool dominated, but they were unlucky to get the loss there. They could have held on for a 1-1.
Yeah, but I think if we get top seed, then quarterfinals minimum.
We said maybe two teams we'd want to avoid, anybody from Group A and Barca. So
at this current moment, obviously things can change, and
we get Chelsea, quarterfinals. We get quarterfinals of the Champions League, and you can basically say, I mean, it's pretty much set in stone, but you can basically say goodbye to Amorim.
Yeah,
he's long gone. He'll be signing the contract by then and just coaching the team next year.
Especially if we do get like a bigger team in like that. Let's say we do get like, I don't know. Let's say a Chelsea, if they manage to come second, right, and Amorim beats Chelsea, who he was linked to, you know, it definitely raised his stock. I think his stock's raised already with that Tottenham win. If you go on Twitter, just type in his name, I think he was trending afterwards. But yeah, let me find a different question. Christopher Silva, he asked, even with the tremendous performances so far, do you still think we need another striker, or can we work with what we have? I'll take this one because I'm pretty sure we both can say the same thing. Yes, we do need another striker, even if it's like one who, like he's on loan or whatever. I think Marcus Edwards or maybe Pot is playing as a number 9 right now. I don't think
Sort
it's
of
Trincao,
interchange.
right? Yeah, it's between.
Trinkel is usually hugging the touchline. Sorry, it's usually them too.
Yeah, but the one thing I would love is a fast striker. I don't want another Slimani. But you can actually make the argument because Amorim ball is crossing, really, especially if we saw it against Porto. It's cross after cross after cross, but we're crossing to no one. Let's say if we do get a striker, let's say, I don't know, obviously he's gone and like he's never coming back, but like someone with the same qualities as like a Bastos, like who is tall, good header, like someone like that. I would want someone like that or someone who's fast. I don't want like a Luis Felipe who's sort of just like, sort of decent at everything but not great at anything. Slimani, and obviously he was good form but fell out with Amorim. And I think if a striker does come, he is going to have to know that Paulinho is going to be ahead of him in the pecking order always. And whether it's unfair or fair can be made as well. But I think they're gonna have to realize. That's why I think maybe if you get someone on loan from maybe like a younger player who gets that time to settle in and like gets to play in like the top league in Portugal, might be a way forward. You inclined to agree, Danny?
Of course. If I can say like a unrealistic, realistic name, Dinamo Zagreb's Bruno Petrovic. He's 27 or something like that. I think he'd fit that mold. But if we sign him, I don't know how much Zagreb. I think I checked on Transfer Market. It's like 5-6 million. But let's be real, Zagreb will ask for a lot.
Yeah.
And then somebody who I know everybody's gonna roll their eyes and not want to hear it. But Vitinha from Braga, young stud. Braga's gonna ask for an arm and a leg, so never mind.
Especially because they're above us on the table
perfect.
now.
Yeah, no, for sure. But that would have been perfect. And he's their best player, really. I mean, to score goals, he's their best player.
Yeah, him and Banda by far are carrying them, really. I would say. Obviously, Horta's a good player, and they've got loads of good players, yeah. But yeah, I think maybe dip into the free agent market. I currently, off the top of my head, don't know who's a free agent as a striker, but I'm sure there is quite a few. And I think even like Diego Costa was right there. I know what you can say about like the locker room atmosphere, but everyone says about like the locker room and Diego Costa. I don't think he's ever had like a public falling out apart from with Conte, because Conte tried to avidly force him out. I think he removed it from the group chat or something, whatever it was. They're really stupid. But like I know he's like an Otavio, right? You want him to piss off opponents and like get people to kick in so he gets fouled and stuff. I think he would have been perfect, maybe not off the bench, but I think he would have fit in well.
The only thing is like, we see how Amorim was with Slimani and Mathieu and stuff like that. Imagine Amorim with Diogo Costa. I don't know. That's the only thing.
Yeah, I mean, that's fair enough. Last question is from Mr. Edwards and M. Edwards SCP. He goes, do you believe we can finish top of the group of the Champions League? Danny, asking you right now, face value, do you think we can top the group?
Yes. I mean, we can beat Marseille if we play the way we have been playing. We can beat Marseille, home and away, and we can get a result against Frankfurt at home. I mean, we got one away. We can definitely do one at home, and then whatever. Tottenham, if we tie or lose against them, it's no big deal. I think we can finish top.
The only thing that worries me about it is that we're in the exact same position that Borussia Dortmund were in last year, and Marseille in the exact same position we were in last year. Yep. So anything can happen. That's the thing about Champions League. If Marseille, obviously I don't want it to happen, they nick a home win and like they go back to the other 1-0, then they're gonna be loving life and we're gonna be out of confidence. But the way we've been playing, I don't think it's a bad thing, and I don't think Marseille have been playing pretty well from what I've seen with them.
Yeah,
like I think they're top of Liga, and if not joint top.
Yeah,
but in the Champions League, I don't know if you've seen much of them. They don't look.
I just seen their game against Tottenham because it was right after the Sporting one, and they looked okay. They know how to sit behind the ball, but I'm more confident we can beat them because like Sporting basically has shown that we can play in possession. Like we know how to keep the ball well, mind you, and we'll get into this once we talk, especially the Frankfurt game. We also do silly fucking stupid things that should bite us in the ass, but so far we've been lucky that it didn't. Hopefully we can cut that out, because if we don't cut that out, then maybe we can't finish top. Maybe we are in the Dortmund situation of things, but I think we're in a good position right now.
Yeah, I'm with you. I would say if we beat Marseille, we're on 9 points, then
Yeah.
I would say it would be disappointing not to end up finishing top of that group. I know there's still 3 games after that, but
Yeah.
9 points, like not 6 points. Let's be honest, is pretty much guaranteed Europa League. Obviously, like I said, anything could happen.
Yeah.
But it's pretty much guaranteed. Same with Dortmund last year; they're on 6 points, and I think they stayed on 6 points, or maybe they got.
No, they were on 9. I think they were on 9 after.
Oh yeah, because they were tied with us, but we scored more, didn't we, against them? But yeah, so yeah, anything can happen. But yeah, I would say as of right now, like the way we've been playing, there's no reason to think why we can't, and I think that's what we should be aiming for. I don't know if that would be the first time in our history finishing top of the group. Do you know? Would it be?
In the Champions League, maybe.
Yeah,
Maybe. Yeah, because I think last year was the first time we went to the round of 16 in the Champions League, right?
No, because we got
first time since
that Bayern game.
Bayern, yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
And Bayern, yeah, no way we finished first in that year. I think it might be.
Yeah, I'm maybe like I remember the last time we got to the quarterfinals was in like 1986 or 1968, one of the two. I think it's one of those, but yeah, so could be. But I think it probably would be. It would be a great testament to how we've been playing and how Amorim's set everything up because. He did have his doubters, and I don't see them much anymore. Even after the game we saw when we tweeted about Chaz, we did get people saying that maybe Ruben Amorim should go, or maybe he should walk out because of the transfer deals. I know you and Steph had a heated argument about Matthias Nunes and who was at fault, which was great content, by the way. Shout out to Steph as well.
Shout out to Steph.
But yeah. But now he's got no detractors, I think, and if anything, he's got more suitors than anything. But yeah. Last question before we get onto the Tottenham game: was not signing Cristiano Ronaldo a good thing? Danny, we got a lot of slack throughout this transfer window for reporting on this, saying he wasn't coming, saying that Amorim didn't want him, that he was going to resign, blah blah blah. Do you think it was a good thing him not coming?
I still think it's better us having Ronaldo than not having Ronaldo. I mean, Ronaldo's a goal machine. We lacked goals at one point. Say what you want about Ronaldo. I still think Ronaldo's a team player more than. I mean, he's an individualist, of course, but I think he does play within a team system, And then when times get tough, of course, he tries to solve it, but more often than not, I mean. He's Cristiano Ronaldo. Like he's gotten his name for a reason, right? So I still think we're better off with him, but we're not necessarily in the worst position without him, right? Maybe next season. I'm actually more confident we might get him next season now. Let's just see how good he is, and if he gets any burn at Man U. He scored today, I should say, not again, but he scored today. Penalty against Sheriff, but. I mean, you got to score them. People miss penalties all the time, right? So, I'm not mad at us not signing him, but I won't necessarily say it's a good thing.
I'm gonna go the opposite way, and I'm gonna say it was a good thing. And I love Cristiano Ronaldo. Don't get me wrong, one of, if not the greatest of all time, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I really don't see him clicking with Amorim. I don't see it. One, Amorim is younger than him. Like I know, obviously, might not be a difference to most people. I think. Ronaldo
barely though. I think by like a few months.
Yeah, but like let's say like younger or like the same age. I don't think Ronaldo takes. To be fair, Ronaldo I don't think takes kindly to most managers. In all fairness, he's had it even a history with like Jose Mourinho, like one of the best managers of all time. But yeah, I really don't see him and Amorim clicking, especially playing to the style that Amorim wants. So I think next year he probably will come. If Amorim isn't there, which I don't think he will be, which I think we said earlier that even if we finish second or we finish Europa League, I think he's still probably gone at the end of the year. Like, especially like let's say we make quarterfinals, that's pretty much his whole project done, really.
Bro, the league. I think if he finishes sixth, he's gone.
Yeah, fact.
Sorry, go ahead. Gone like he's going to a better, like he's going to a different club. Not gone as if we're sacking him.
Yeah. No, I agree. But yeah, I think whatever happens, he's gone. Whatever manager we get in, and that I'm not gonna lie. I know, obviously, thinking into the future, I think one day at a time. It scares me to think who we're going to appoint. Because I'm gonna say it now. Varandas over the last, I would say, 3 years, transfer wise, manager wise, spot on. Maybe Vinagre, okay, fair enough. You can make a case, but I think the positives definitely outweigh the negatives. Say we want about percentage of players, and I understand that is annoying and that is detrimental to the club in the long run. But the players he's brought in, Pot, Marcus Edwards, Trincao, these are all good players, and I think I agree with you when you say it's more Amorim scouting. But at the end of the day, Varandas administration has to get the deals done. But I think his track record before Amorim was, if he got Amorim wrong, he was gone. 100%, he was out. But obviously he didn't. But like before that, let's think. So Pesera was sort of snitcher higher, so that's fine. I wouldn't give him that. Kaiser, right, was average, but definitely not Sporting standard in my opinion. I know people like the way he played, but I don't think
we didn't get the results. Let's be real.
Exactly, we didn't get the results. Silas, awful.
Enough
I know you're a big Silas fan, man, but
No. I mean, he was awful. Let's be real. I was a big Silas fan before he came to Sporting. Ever since Sporting, Silas has been fucking garbage. Where did he just get sacked from? Greece. AEK or some shit like that. Yeah. Not even AEK, another fucking random Greek team. So
yeah. Was it the team Camacho was at, or is that? I think it was, wasn't it?
It's the same that Camacho was at. So maybe it is AEK. I know it's yellow and black. That's about it. Aris, yeah. Sorry.
Yeah. But yeah. So that does scare me. But yeah, I think if Ronaldo does come, Amorim's not being there, because I know Amorim said in the press conferences that it never happened, and I'm not saying he threatened to resign, but much like the Tuchel situation with Ted Bowley, I think he said like I don't want him for the project. I don't know if you agree with that, but I can definitely see him saying, no, because as much as the revenue will, like I see all the positive of the deal, revenue, shirt sales, whatever. But in the main picture, and obviously I would love him to come back. I would 100%, and I'm not saying that it wouldn't be a good thing. But for Amorim, I don't think it would be a good thing, and I don't think he would fit with the current team and the dynamic. I don't know if you agree with that, Danny, but yeah.
No, I'm with you. I do hear it. I hear the argument. I just don't think. I think it'd be more beneficial. I think the positives would outweigh the negatives for Ronaldo, in my opinion.
Yeah, it definitely make the club more money and stuff, and like financially, it's a no brainer.
More stature, more people watching Sporting. Yes, more money, but I think more so than everything else, it's and listen, Paulinho. No offense. I think I've seen today he was like top 3 or top 4 in the Champions League for Sporting of goals.
Second, I think, right? No,
maybe tied. No, not second. Yeah, 3rd or 4th. But he's tied with Pot.
Liedson, Nani, Paulinho, Pot joint 3rd, I think, and then Nani second with 5, and Liedson with 6, I think.
Exactly. So, I'll respect the Paulinho, but let's be real, Ronaldo's scoring the majority of the chances Paulinho's been getting. And seeing the way we're playing currently, I don't know if we necessarily need a striker to play so deep. Because none of them really are. Maybe Pot is, actually, now that I think of it. But I still think the positives outweigh the negatives. But I'm happy. I'm at the same time happy or content, I should say, with the squad that we have currently. Especially our front line. Like, we're stacked, it seems. If this Artur guy is really what Neymar is hyping him up to be and stuff like that, then okay, maybe the front line is good enough, and we need to more worry about midfielders and stuff like that.
I'm not gonna lie, all the comments have just come through for me on StreamYard. I did not see a single one. I don't know if you've been seeing them, but we've got
now they're only coming now. Yeah, that's what I was like tripping out about.
We really haven't been ignoring you. We promise. We've got loads of.
They just came in now. Yeah.
We'll start going backwards and reverse. So we do apologize, but I was just gonna say as well. For me, no, I genuinely can't remember now. No, I was gonna say that. About Ronaldo. That what annoys me. I think we heard the conversation that he had with the Napoli coach, and me personally, if he had the two to choose from, I think he's picking Napoli, not because they're better or because I think for
better
for him,
financially.
Yeah, for him, it's a Serie A as well. Like, let's say I don't know if Napoli can win the Serie A, but let's say winning the Serie A is better achievement than winning Portuguese league, and Napoli can offer him more money and stuff than we can anyway. But yeah, we'll move on to the Tottenham game now anyway. Let me just get the correct screen up. So obviously it was a 2-0 victory, both goals coming in the 90th minute. And in UEFA fashion, it seems to be that they both came sort of 2 minutes, 3 minutes after the other, just like in the Frankfurt game. So let me get the goal point stats up. Shout out to goal point, by the way. I don't think we said it enough, but they had like the OGs and the best like stats site in my opinion. But yeah, so 2-0. It was Adan in goal, Matheus Reis, Coates, Gonzalo Inacio, Pedro Porro, Nuno Santos, Morita, Ugarte, Trincao, Pedro Gonçalves, and Edwards. And off the bench was Sotiris? I don't know. Alex, I'm going to call him. Paulinho, Arthur Gomez, and Ricardo Esgaio. Danny, I'll start with you, man. 2-0 victory. A great performance, I think, as well, against, I would say, one of the better clubs in the Premier League and one of the best managers of all time. What do you think? What are your thoughts on the entire game and the reactions to it?
Funny, I think so. Just quickly on Sotiris, when he came on, the zone here in Canada had him like Sotirios or some shit like that. Like a completely different first name. So I don't even know what the fuck he's called. Anyways, about the game, loved it. Of course we had our shaky moments in the beginning. I feel like we always do in the Champions League. But loved every fucking second of it. I thought we played amazing. We dominated possession, or we handled the ball well, I'll say, against one of the better teams in the world, one of the most expensive teams in the world. Again, the Premier League team. We all know Premier League is the best league in the world, currently in third. So, a performance to be proud about. Marcus Edwards just knew that fucking every English media was on him, especially since it was an earlier game. The only English team playing was Tottenham, because my guy was playing like fucking Messi. If that goal goes in,
one of the best goals of all time.
If that doesn't win the Puskas Award, I'm never watching football, soccer, whatever you want to, calcio, whatever you want to call it. I'm not watching the sport ever again. That was incredible. I was watching it on my lunch break. I couldn't fucking keep my ass glued to my fucking couch because that was so good. I don't know what it's been lately with what Emery's told Edwards to do, whether it's, take on attackers more, but he's felt so comfortable taking on defenders and that he's just sweeping through them like it's nothing. Like, no exaggeration. It felt like prime Messi. My words of appreciation to Nuno Santos, like I said, early on in the game, they had a cross coming in. The way Nuno Santos just leaves a shoulder barge on, I think it was either Emerson. It had to be Emerson.
I think it was Emerson, yeah.
Okay, the ball still goes through, but the commitment that I seen from Nuno Santos was unreal this game. The way the team as a whole were able to keep the ball, but Nuno Santos in particularly was incredible. I loved it. Pot played well. Trincão, I thought, played well. There was a chance in the first half where he decided to go on goal instead of pass it. I'm not mad at him for that because the angle cut real quick before he could pass it to, I think it was either Pot or Edwards. Ugarte played well. Ugarte was everywhere. Reminded me of that game against Benfica. Porro, that Porro was incredible. I was almost going to say the third goal. That's Frankfurt. But Porro played really well. So, yeah, and then finally, Paulinho comes in, gets that big header, more than deserved. I'm for sure forgetting things, but Sam, I'll pass it to you. But let me just say, it was around the 80th minute. I seen the live odds. I'm becoming a degenerate, I know, but I seen the live odds. Sporting was at plus 800. Decided to throw $10. I'm actually regretting that I didn't throw 100 because I was debating it. I was so confident after seeing those 80 minutes that Sporting was going to nab something from this that I was debating whether to throw more money. I was like, you know what? Let's be conservative. I got rent to pay now. I'm not living at home anymore. Let's just throw $10 on it, win an 80. Why not? Have a good meal on Sporting tonight. Because that's just how well we were playing. I was so happy. Adan, I've given Adan so much shit. This game, he showed up, and I'm glad that he showed up. So, yeah, man. Sam, take it away.
Hitting the on the head there. For me, I think literally every single person played well. And every single person. We got 4.6. I think that's very harsh because I know we got the yellow, which is probably makes his rating go down a bit. But like he was great. Nuno Santos, fantastic. Like the front three as well, also fantastic. Edwards at the 5.1 is a joke, by the way. He was was better than Harry Kane and Son.
Bro, he was better than Trincão and Pot. Let's be real here. He was fucking incredible, Edwards. Edwards was breaking them apart. Sorry, and last thing, on that Messi run that he had, the way he just dropped Dyer, and Dyer's at a 6.2, get the fuck out of here. My guy is 5 foot like nothing, and he's dropping these fucking 6 foot fucking giants on the fucking floor. Sorry, Sam, go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, for me, like the stand-up players, obviously you can say Edwards, you can say Paulinho, and obviously I will say Paulinho in a bit. But Coates and Inacio, man, they were so good. Even at his race, they kept Harry Kane, one of the best strikers in the world. Son, one of the best like wingers / attackers in the world. Richarlison, I'm not going to say one of the best attackers in the world, but definitely a great attacker. All three of them. I remember certain chances that Richarlison had that barely went anywhere. Kane, he had that one chance where like the ball went across, but I think Coates and Matheus Reis covered it well. It was absolutely fantastic. And like you said, towards the 80th minute, like we were playing so well. And what I've just seen as well, like I just saw it now, that Spurs only made one sub. That's probably where they went wrong, because their team were they had the longer rest, but their team were absolutely knackered. And I think that's the way we were playing, keeping the ball, making them chase. Like I said, Kane did absolutely nothing. Son, he's been bad for Spurs for the last few games, but he did nothing. Same with Richarlison. Emerson with a 5.8. I don't know what that's about. He was by far the worst player on the pitch. Yeah. And I mean, no disrespect, he's obviously better than I will ever be. But like, he was getting skinned by Nuno Santos. He got skinned by Pot, by Edwards. By literally every single attacker on our pitch, he got skinned by. And like, my man, Eric Dyer, I love him. Love him to bits. He also got skinned by Marcus Edwards on that run. And I've literally watched that run, I don't know about you, so many times as it happened.
Same.
Been all over YouTube. Every time I see it, I click on it to watch it again. Yeah. It was just so good, and he's such a good player. And like, so our games are broadcast on BT Sport, and usually they never give Sporting an interview after a game. Even after City, I don't think they give him a game. But obviously, because Marcus Edwards was there, his English had a good game, straight in the interview. And they said one of the questions was like, obviously, great win. How does it feel? And like, it just makes me laugh. He goes, "Oh, I'm very happy." And it's just like they've got the stone cold concrete face. Like, just he's like, "Oh yeah, I'm so happy." And that was it. And like, it just makes me laugh. He's
such a road man, bro.
he's a road man, but he's also like just seems like the nicest guy. Like genuinely, like the way he talks and the way he comes across, like celebrating the goal was fantastic. But shout out, I'm saying it again, man. Shout out UEFA, man. Chris, if Chris was here, I know that's exactly what he would be leading with, man. What a performance. And I know he has his haters, and I understand, I get it. That is why he is here, because when he's on form like that, he does it. Like that header,
Facts.
pitch perfect, on point.
Facts.
Like no one, like Coates maybe gets that and does the same, but Paulinho, mate, that was fantastic.
This is what frustrates me with Paulinho. He has that in his fucking locker, and every now and again he'll still miss. Every now and again, more often than not, he'll still miss from fucking 2 yards outside the fucking box. Blame the fucking grass. That's my only thing, because Paulinho, I want to love Paulinho because he's so clutch. He's so clutch. Scored against Benfica, hasn't scored against Porto yet. That's the only one missing. But he's been scoring in the Champions League. Scored against Tottenham, comes on and gives us the fucking win. It's frustrating, man. It's frustrating. But I'm with you, bro. I love Paulinho. UEFA, man. Thank you, Paulinho. Statue outside the fucking stadium.
Yeah, like, and then I don't know if you guys remember, but even for his assist, and I mean, you can call it assist, Arthur did most of the work himself. But the build-up play from him, the chest, I think it was back to Pot and maybe Ugarte, and then he gets the ball back and plays Arthur Gomez in. Like, that was just, I think we said, 10, 15 minutes he had, and he was quite deserved the man of the match. He is literally a big game player. I know he lost 5-1 against Ajax, but he still scored. You can't take that away from him. Benfica, he scored. Porto, he scored. Besiktas, he scored. Now Spurs, he scored. Like, he is just like.
Scored against Porto too. Apparently, I'm just not remembering it.
I want to say, is it one of the Tassa games? I know he has.
Maybe. Okay.
But yeah, Like he's, especially his goals against Besiktas, man. They were so sexy, man. Like so good. But yeah, I'm sure he has scored against Porto. I'll fact check it. But yeah, great performance from everyone. And lastly, Arthur Gomez, man, talk about making an impact on your debut. 2 minutes he had. 2 minutes, and he skimmed Emerson. He skimmed, I want to say, for Romero. It might have been.
I think it was Romero.
Yeah.
And then even still, when he gets that little nudge, he still keeps his composure. Meg's fucking Lloris. Amazing.
That is literally.
I never doubted him. I just want to say, I've never doubted him.
Fair. But like, we talk about the Edwards, like, Messi run, right? That was, I know it's not as good, but like, that was almost the same. The way he got the ball reminds me of like Messi or like do you know youngster Ronaldo? Like when he first came to United, that's exactly something he would do.
Yep.
And shout out Lloris, by the way. That save to get the Paulinho goal off that Porra shot, fantastic. I'm still shocked at how he saved that. Literally one of the best saves I've seen, I think, this season. Yep. But yeah, I feel bad for this guy because obviously Arthur Gomez came on and got the goal and he got a rating, but this guy just gets nothing. Came on exactly the same time. I think, was it Record who gave him a 0 as well, which is like, didn't touch the ball, 0.
Yeah.
So I feel bad for him, but he actually made Team of the Week in the Portimonense for his game against Portimonense. So fair play to him. But yeah, I think a great game from Sporting. And I know how the media have been covering it, saying Spurs fell apart. I think we just outplayed them, and I think that was our game plan. I don't think it was Spurs playing badly. It was just that we were playing well. But don't know if you agree.
No, I 100% agree. I was telling my boy after the first half, though, we were crushing Tottenham. He decides to watch the second half, and he's like, doesn't seem like your guys are crushing Tottenham.
Tottenham played well. They came out of the second half. Conte must have screamed at them, is what I think. But yeah, I'm still shocked they only made one sub. And obviously Kulusevski's a great player, but like they really needed, like, I think Emerson to come out. They've got that Jed Spence who came from Nottingham Forest.
Right?
Yeah, and he's quality. But yeah, I will ask you, who was your man of the match for this game?
My man of the match was Tanganga, because even though he didn't play, he still commented on fucking Marcus Edwards' Instagram post.
He got some shit for that. I think he deleted it. You know,
what an idiot! What a fucking idiot!
Imagine if that happened here, like with like a Benfica game, Portugal.
Bro, we'd be shipping him off to fucking God knows where, bro. He'd be.
Bro, the Uvalé would be at his house, man.
Yeah,
like within the second.
Yeah. My man of the match. Honestly, Sam, I know you're probably gonna take him. You can still take him. Feel free. I'm giving it to 5.1 over there to Marcus Edwards. That was incredible. Didn't get a goal, deserved one. He played really well. Passes were on point. Attacking the defenders were on point. So good. Hargreaves are saying he should get a call up to the England national team. Shout out to Owen Hargreaves, Canadian born out of Calgary. So yeah, I'm giving it to Edwards. That was incredible, but I can give it to most of this team. I can even give it my second one will be Nuno Santos, because I love this performance from Nuno.
Yeah, fact. Like, I mean, if you picked anyone in the starting 11 or
you'd
even
be right
off the bench, yeah, you'd be correct. But I'm going to pick two, and I know that's cheating a bit, but obviously I'm going to go for Paulinho because, like, you know, my boy got the shirt, finally paid off, and also I know the lettering is
the numbers
League of
wrong too.
Yeah, the numbers wrong, but you know, the Champions League patch.
Paulinho should hook you up already, bro. Ooh, the Champions League patch. There you go. You already knew.
Yeah, I mean, UEFA, man. I mean, you got to represent. But yeah, I'm gonna go Paulinho and Coates, man. Like,
yeah,
I don't think anyone expected him to have a good game. I'm not gonna lie, I don't think anyone expected us to win 2-0. But like, he was, like, they called him the patron for a reason. He was leading the defense. Even Adan, like, he made some great saves as well. But I think for me, Coates was the best defender, and Inacio looked like his former self. He had a few shaky moments, I would say, but like throughout the last few months. But this game, he was back to his usual self. But yeah, shout out to everyone on the team, even this guy, man. I would give you a 10. Like, you know, like you celebrated
0.
Man.
You didn't touch the ball. 0.
He didn't concede, man. So like, you know, clean sheet for him. So fair play. But I'm just trying to think, is there anything else that you have any feelings about this game?
Not really. No, not about this game.
I will say, I know Albert commented just a second ago. Did you see Henri commentated Arthur's goal?
I did. He was like, pass one, goodbye, bang, or some shit like that.
It was
I did
like
see that. That was nice.
pass one, nutmeg, pass two, nutmeg, goal, bye bye, something like that.
Yeah. That's what it was.
But yeah,
quickly. Do you think?
Mhm.
Let me there was this comments before. Do you think we'll get a copyright strike if? Hold on. The backstage. You know, Sporting produced the backstage. If we watch it live reaction to it. We might get a copyright strike, but we won't be playing the music. So
should we do it at the end, just in case? Because I know they mute. I think they would mute it. I don't want them to mute the whole thing. Do you know what I mean? We could try at the end, or
where's that comment though? I didn't just make this up. I swear.
No, I've got the notification on as well for Sporting Twitter, and it did say that there was backstage is live. We could do it at the end, I suppose. If
but do you think there we go? This one. Do you think we'd get you think we get a copyright strike on that? That's my only thing. And we'll play the music though. Which is good.
I don't. It depends if they play the game. Any of the game, I suppose.
No, it wouldn't. It'd be just images. But we're stealing Sporting.
But look how many people on YouTube do reaction videos.
That's what I'm thinking.
You know what? Get it out, man.
Yo, somebody in the comments, Google it for us. Oh, you absolutely will get a copyright strike
if you have the audio playing. Just don't.
Okay, yeah. Audio. If we share the screen, I don't think the audio plays.
Yeah, you can mute it either way. But fuck it, you know.
Okay,
we had a good performance, you know. Let's do
it. Am I gonna cry from this backstage, guys? Because if so, then that's perfect content for the TikTok.
Would it be the same without music though? If you hear it, you have to tell me what's going on.
Man. Yeah.
Can you live reaction?
Corner? I don't think we can. Can we move this around? Hold on. Share your screen for something.
I think we can. If we do that. Oh no.
Oh, how'd that help? Oh yeah, because then we can even do. Oh, sorry, go.
Let me.
But then when we scare the screen.
Yeah, if you get it up.
Yeah, let me share it. I'm on Transfer Market with your boy. There's that right there. Well, I was actually doing that.
Okay, you've disappeared now. Let's try that one.
That's basically what we've been doing. Can we extend this? Hold on, what's this one? That's just that. Ooh, how about that?
Okay, yeah. I think that's
all
right. Yeah?
All right. Yeah, I know if we did this on Twitch. But how many people would do I mean, we already get so little views on YouTube, bro. If we did this on Twitch, even less.
Bro, I know someone's going to snake us like Rodrigo or like Miguel Braga, you know. And they're going to be like, oh, yeah, maybe. Watch this, man. But like at the end of the day, you know, for the content, for the live viewers.
Why not?
Yeah. But you want to play it now?
No, we can do it after, at the end, just in case.
You sure? I mean, we're on the Tottenham game.
All right, let's do it.
Let's do it.
What's the worst that can happen?
And you shall receive.
I think we
haven't got a copyright strike before on YouTube, right?
No.
So we should be good.
All right, fair enough.
So you think it should be a reverse? So us be big? I don't think we can get the video smaller, right?
Hold on. Oh, but if I go full screen, can you see this full screen?
Yeah.
Aha! Let's go. I think you should reverse it.
I don't think we can.
How do I do that?
StreamYard is very basic, unfortunately. Bro, you don't even subscribe to Sporting, man. That's poor.
This isn't. I don't think I'm signed in.
Oh, okay, that's fair.
Yeah, this isn't my main YouTube actually.
To be fair, I think most reaction people. I'm just try.
Wait, when I play it, you can't hear the audio though, right? Hold on.
Yeah, I can hear it. Pause it.
Oh, ooh, you can hear it.
Yeah, I can hear it.
Can you guys hear the audio?
I think they'll be able to hear it as well.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, I think this is the only way. I think probably this is the best setting to have because it's smaller, right. And this is how reaction videos look.
All right, I guess mute it. Can you guys hear the audio?
Yeah, keep the music muted.
All right, let's do that. All right. We don't have to listen to anything.
You're
right?
you're on the Frankfurt video, by the way.
Wait, me?
Yeah, Backstage Sporting, Eintracht Frankfurt.
Oopsies.
Shout out James, man. I wouldn't have noticed that. Just go on the channel. It should be the first one.
Yeah. Hey. Shut your dirty little trap. Right here. All right. We're live watching it. I hope they don't need to speak or anything.
Wait, pause it 1 sec.
Yeah.
Have the volume like a tiny bit up. I just want to see like so we can hear it, but we can talk over it if necessary.
Right. How's that?
Yeah, that's fine. I can barely.
Okay.
Yeah,
Sick.
that's calm. And if we talk over it, I don't think we get copyright.
Yeah, I think we're good. So I guess we just can't shut the fuck up then. Oh, but I like the music.
Yeah.
It better be like wow.
I know a few people that went to this game, so I wonder if they'll be.
I know, yeah, true. It's like they knew it was about to be a special game, you know?
Yeah. And to be fair, the backstage content is always on point.
Oh, amazing. Amazing. Shout out Andre Igreja.
Yeah. Even though he blocked Chris, man. He shouldn't have done that. I think he unblocked him there. So
he unblocked him. Yo, Andre, come on the fucking podcast, dude. I know you guys speak English. Do us a favor. I know we're banned by the club, but like, you know?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I watch few reaction videos.
I went the wrong season to the Champions League. I went last year where we got slapped 5-1. The love of my life right there on the screen, by the way. We went 5-1 to Ajax, and I could have been watching this beautiful, glorious season right here with no COVID.
Bro, that killed me. Maybe she's watching.
Yeah, maybe. Bro, no Portuguese. Oh, never mind. I won't say what I was about to say. I'm incriminating myself.
You love to see it, man. Oh, what a trim that is as well.
Gotta make some noise every now and again.
Nothing's happening yet. It's just.
I know.
You know, I want to go back to a Champions League, but I don't think this group stage because Frankfurt fans and Marseille fans scare me.
I'm trying to go to London, but I don't know if I can get enough time off.
I'll be going to that game. So
I just started a new job. Yeah,
if you do, we'll have to link up, man.
Of course, you're the only one missing. Last podcast, I said I didn't see Steph, but of course I did. I seen Steph the same time I seen Chris
in America. Yeah,
I know. I don't know why I forgot that.
Bro, I've seen shout out Kevin. I've seen him.
I've seen Kevin too.
Yeah, but our result was better than yours. Ours was at Dortmund. No, in the home game, that is.
Yeah. I seen Kevin when he became a meme.
The 1 year anniversary of that, by the way.
Yeah, true.
Shout out Kevin.
For real.
He took it well. Got to embrace the meme, you know.
Mm-hmm. Why should we be Ming UFC, Dave? I'm not from the north.
I don't think I am either. My Portuguese trophy isn't very good, by the way. So
where are you from? Do you remember?
Like Viseu? I mean, that's like...
No, that's not north. That's like interior, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Like the middle.
Yeah. Just a side note, by the way, there is like there's this company that I've seen that like if you give them your scarf, they make it into like a sweatshirt. So like they have the scarf like embedded onto the sweatshirt. That makes sense. I was debating of doing it with one of my sporting scarves. I've got like 7.
No, sick. I'll do it with my Sporting Ajax half scarf because I'm one of those.
Bro, you really want memories of that game?
Bro, I loved it. I loved it.
I love this bit.
Yeah.
I always try and find Edwards to see what he... I don't know if he does it. But you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
There he is.
You know,
Speed devil.
I was just thinking, bro, what if they, in like a few years, they sell the rights to these images and make like a Netflix series? Like, let's say Amorim becomes this, like, the next Pep.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
That'd be sick to see. Like because for sure they filmed the whole team talk and all that. You know.
I would love them to do like an all or nothing for Sporting, but it'll just never happen.
Yeah,
The league is too, I think, too crazy for.
What if they do a whole Netflix documentary like they did with Figu, only for the attack of
Jean Mario?
Jean Mario, yeah. Jean Mario would be a good one. Turns out fucking Jorge Jesus was the one on the phone for the fucking Benfica. Oh, he was the coach at the time, actually. Never mind. Fucking Giuseppe Zaidu is the one on the phone, fucking doing the transfer.
Yeah, man. Fuck that guy. I'm John Mario, that is. No, they're George Jesus, I suppose.
This is content.
How was that a foul, by the way? That is never
facts.
a foul.
Facts.
I guess it's hard to judge in real time.
This one, bro. I thought that one went in, man.
Typical Adan, never catching the ball.
Facts.
But they need. Please tell me they have Mark.
They have the Edwards one. Yeah, right here.
Oh,
how, bro? How doesn't that go
that
in?
is such a good save as well, by the way.
Yeah.
Genuinely, that would have been one of the best goals of all time. That's not an exaggeration as well.
No, that has to win the Puskas. Has to.
Yeah. There he is, UEFA man, warming up.
This is another one. Oh no, not this one. Never mind.
I think I know the one you're talking about.
This one too.
Loris?
Yeah.
What a save, man.
Yeah. The corner that led to the goal, though.
Yeah. There he is, the boy.
Bang.
Oh.
Chills. Let's go. That was sick.
Let's go. Oh, there it is. The signature. That's what I was waiting for. Why did he change his number? That's annoying. Oh.
I know, yeah. Bang.
Oh. Yeah, there's Emerson. Wow. There's Loris. Have that. Paulinho, man. It's so fun. The bit I like was when Arthur went down for him to give him a hug. That was good. I assume they'll show that in a minute, though. Yeah. Oh, he was crying. I didn't notice that.
Yeah. I mean,
there he comes. Yes, boy.
I've seen that on Twitter all week so far. That's been nice.
For literally like 30 seconds to make an impact. Someone put in the comments, because I said a minute or two. I think it was literally like 30, 40 seconds.
Yeah.
I'm not going to lie. It was like Spurs got the ball and they tried to go long ball straight away. And then next thing I looked up, because I think I was tweeting about it. And then I saw after going.
So, bro, so mind you, I'm working, right? And at work, I have to keep the cameras on because they have to see that we're. Long story short, I have to keep the cameras on. I disabled the camera, said like, I just disabled the camera, ran outside my fucking room. My roommate's like, "Are you good? Is everything okay?" I'm like running up the hallway. I'm like, "Let's fucking go!" What the fuck? So shocked from that. And
that was a good.
Shout out to whoever suggested that. Good job, guys.
Yeah, well, we'll try and do that a bit more, like unless they copyright strike us. No snitching. I see you in the comments. No snitching.
And maybe I can cut this up. I'll do research on copyright. I'll cut this up, put it up on our YouTube. Because reaction videos bang, bro. I don't get it.
That's a good idea, actually. But I probably maybe TikTok as well might be. But I think it's too long to be a TikTok.
TikTok might be too long because it's like 6 minutes.
Yeah, and to be fair, we didn't really add much to the video.
No, we didn't. We're like,
Senorita cool. In the crowd. That was it.
We could chop that up into a TikTok.
If you want, man.
Maybe I'll finally meet her. You know. If anybody knows who that lovely young woman is, and if she needs a green card to come to Canada, just let me know.
Bro, I really hope she's like of age, man. I don't want this to be.
I know that's the other comment I was gonna make. I was like, bro, knowing me, she's probably like 16, bro, which is not good.
Shout out Richard. The only issue is that we all live in different time zones, and that makes it difficult. And Sporting is not very accessible on like a streaming service, which is shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, he does say. But I think it's something we've been wanting to do for a long time, and we've probably maybe this season. But the thing is,
We'll
everyone's
try
so
a game
busy.
or two. Yeah.
Everyone's so busy. It might just be two of us, or it could even just be one of us, I suppose. But yeah, but yeah. Please no snitching. Please don't tell Miguel Braga or any of them lot. You know, we're nice guys when it comes down to it.
Facts. We just
But,
give our opinions about a certain administration when we don't think they're doing well. But hey, they're shutting us up, so let us be.
and I mean, Steph, and I wouldn't even put myself. I've been supporting him the last few in a year.
Even
and a
I
half,
have. I just don't agree with some fucking the transfer market they had. Never mind. I can't even say that with a straight face. My bad.
No, that's calm. Yeah, shout out Richard. Yeah, I'm not going to repeat it just so it's not clipped out of context. But yeah, I agree. But staying on the topic of Champions League, I know we've an hour and 10 minutes. Appreciate all of you who stayed. We'll try and do this as quick as we can.
Quick. Yeah.
Frankfurt game. So a 3-0 victory. So 2-0 and 3-0.
First win in Germany. Club's history.
First win against an English team as well in the Champions League. Obviously, we've beat Everton and I think Man United before. So like another competition.
City, or we drew against City.
I think
we beat City and then we drew against them.
Yeah.
We lost. Sorry, but
we lost, but one on aggregate and away goals. Maybe we drew and there's away goals. Well, I don't know.
No, because we lost. We had to beat them. Yeah,
we beat them the first time, but I think we drew away goals. But so this game, Adan St. Just, who came off, I believe, in the 30th minute with a hamstring injury, Coates, Inacio, Morita, who got an assist, Ugarte, Portimonense race, Pedro Gonçalves, Trincao, and Edwards. Danny, I know obviously we can talk about the whole team, but Marcus Edwards, man, what a performance.
Unreal. Bro, yeah, facts. Sorry, go ahead, Sam. I don't know if you were taking that away.
Oh, no, that was a
segue to me. My bad. Yeah, so yeah, Frankfurt. Listen, it started off by a heart attack that I almost had because in the first minute we gave the ball to Adan and they almost scored. They should have scored. Let's be real.
Ugarte, man, that was poor from him.
Yeah, really poor. Mind you, got the man of the match at goal point. I was about to big him up as well. But yeah, it started off poor. That first half was very shaky. Don't know what Amorim said to them in the second half. The second half changed. Held possession a lot better. And then, Marcus Edwards just he came out and decided to ball deservingly too. Trincao with a goal, Edwards with a goal. Why am I forgetting? The only goal I'm really remembering right now, hold on, I have the thing here. Only goal I'm really remembering is Nuno Santos. Oh, yes, Edwards was through the defenders, held the ball well. Good from Edwards. I'm trying to remember. And then Trincao was 2 minutes after. Exactly. Sorry. Also from Edwards, who basically slid past a few defenders, passed it to Trincao. Trincao slotted it in the bottom corner. After this game, of course, we'll talk about Portimonense, but Trincao ended up with 2. So Trincao starting to find the back of the net. Happy for him. I've been preaching him. I think he's been doing well even without scoring. Maybe the few bad performances he had was the first game against Braga. Even the second game, I forget who it was, and then Porto. After that, I thought he's really come in his own, but off the ball, I thought he's been spectacular. He's worked well on that right hand with Porto. This game especially. Porto, another one, showing how he might be one of the better right backs or the best right backs in Europe. I don't know if Spain did a call-up list today. I know a few teams have, or a few countries have.
Yeah, I don't think it was today, no.
I don't think they have. If they don't call up Porto, I don't know what they're doing. Porto has to be, in my personal opinion, has to be on that Spanish team that goes to the World Cup. He's so good. Unreal. Mm-hmm. And that shows on the third goal where he juked past like three Frankfurt players, pushed it perfectly to Nuno Santos, who slotted in the bottom corner, again getting goals. Nuno Santos has been like we've been preaching all podcasts. He's been unreal. Yeah, man, a big win away. The other thing is we were just praising Coates on this game. Coates also in the second half, right in the beginning, almost gave it away, but luckily Neto, who was in, blocked the shot perfectly. Say what you will about Neto, but Neto's a big loss for the team. I think ever since he's come in, he's been class both on and off the pitch. So, that's pretty much all I have to say about this game.
Yeah, I mean, the thing with Neto as well, I've always said it. When he makes a mistake, it's like everyone hates him. But when Kawhi Renatio makes a mistake, barely anything
It's
is
fine.
said. But like, yeah, Neto as a backup, I think he's perfect, and that's what he is, right? And obviously, Saint just got injured, and that was Neto's time. But even like when he had to stand in against Benfica last year when we were at the lose, fantastic, and that's what he does. If he starts like a few games, then yeah, I don't think he'll ever be a starter again. Just because of Saint Just, and I think even Matthews Race maybe ahead of him in the centre back pecking order at the moment. But yeah, he's solid, and that's what we bought him for. I think he was free as well, so good move.
Yeah.
But yeah, Porro was fantastic this game. I don't think should have got man of the match from goal point, but obviously I know they use stats and everything to come to their predictions. But like that first back pass that they nearly went through, great save by Dan to like stretch his whole body out. If that was in the Portuguese league, that would have been a chip over him. And I was like, when it happened, I was like, he's going to get chipped, isn't he?
These boys clearly didn't do their homework.
Yeah, like I mean, if you chip a Dan, like it's going in. Let's be real. But Dan again was great in this performance. I know we lost the ball a few times, but in terms of shot stopping, I think he was great as well. And Edwards as well, man. What a fantastic performance. Everyone raved about the Tottenham performance. I know it was good, but he was I wouldn't say much better, but he was great in this game, man of the match. And like his goal and in the assist, absolutely phenomenal. I think he probably should have had a few more this game. Pot, I feel like he's becoming the pot of. I hate to say it, but I'm seeing
chill
shade
out.
of the old man.
Nah, chill out.
Hear me out, and I think it's because he's played so many games. I think he needs a rest. Is what I was going to say. Because even when he's not playing in the wing, he's been playing as a number 8, and I think he's played every single game. And I think he just give him a rest, man. I know he's got the 2-week international break, but I think he probably just needs to like recharge. I'm not saying he's been bad by any stretch of imagination because he's been great, especially the first few games.
He's just not scoring, but others are, so that's all that matters.
Yeah, but ever since that Porto game, man, I don't know. I've been a bit. I wouldn't say I've been off him, but like
he scored against Estoril, right? Am I wrong, or was it Portimonense?
I think he scored against. I mean, I'm not lying. I've got the Portimonense lineup, the goals here, so let me just double check. He did. He got a goal and assist against Portuguese. Okay, fair enough. That's me being wrong.
Was. But anyways,
But yeah, I think he's just tired, and I think maybe just bench him for a few games, just so I could get my man Paulinho back in start 11. You know, that's the end goal. But no, I think definitely after Tottenham, I think some players deserve a rest. But obviously, we don't want to lose any more ground in the title race than we need to. But yeah, back to this game anyway. Again, I think it wasn't one that everyone played well. There was definitely shaky defending, and I think most of that had to do with St. Just coming off as well. I think the defense was a bit, I wouldn't say scared, but I think they were just not used to playing with Neto. I think they had everything set up around St. Just carrying the ball and giving it. He had good link up with Porro before he was injured as well. Trincao finding his confidence again, fantastic. You know, if he continues on, I think he'll do well. And a fun stat for you as well: Marcus Edwards actually has a better goals to game ratio than Sarabia did at this time last season. And you have to remember, Sarabia was also a penalty taker as well. I believe, yeah, he was, wasn't he? So that's definitely a great start for Marcus Edwards. But also Morita, I'm just going to say now, he should have been sent off, and there's no doubt in my mind he should have been sent off. Literally the first minute of the second half, he goes in like proper, like goes to, I can't remember who, maybe on Gutser, and he was already on a yellow by that point as well. And I'm just like, Jesus, how is that not a second yellow? And what was weird, none of the Frankfurt players even complained. They just let it go. And I was like, okay.
You just reminded me. How about the first half when I personally think, at least I'll throw it out there, Marcus Edwards still that penalty should have stood. Because, okay, I get it that Marcus Edwards steps on his foot, but it's not like the defender is making a play on the ball. He's making a play into space. The ball didn't go there. Marcus Edwards stopped it. His momentum's carrying forward. He slips on his foot and falls. If the defender's okay, listen, we're taking attention away. I understand that the defender's trying to play the ball, but he doesn't play the ball. And Marcus Edwards indirectly steps on his foot because of that lunge. So I still think the penalty should have stood because Marcus Edwards loses balance and falls because of that. in my opinion.
Yeah.
I don't think it's a dive. I think he literally falls on his foot.
Yeah, definitely wasn't a dive. But I think it's because technically Edwards initiated the contact by standing on him, not the other way around. Is why
But
it
that's
was
what I'm saying.
reversed.
I don't think Edwards is necessarily initiating the contact. Edwards is trying to cut in because he sees that the defender's lunging in. So because the defender's lunging in, he's cutting in. He can't stop the momentum of his foot from landing on his foot that is right there, right? So that's why, in my opinion, I still think it should have been a penalty. Of course, I could be a little biased, but in my opinion.
I think it would have been a harsh penalty to give, in my opinion. But I see where you're coming from. But for me, I think it was fine. I would have taken it either way, to be fair. But I think it was fine.
I mean, if we had lost this game or tied this game, I wouldn't be like, oh, fucking here's UEFA fucking us over again like they did against Schalke. But
bro,
I'd still be I'd maybe be a bit salty, but I'm still of the opinion, even though we've won 3-0, that's a penalty, in my opinion.
Yeah, fair enough. Who was your man of the match in this game? Is it obvious Edwards, or are you going to go with someone else?
It's you know what, I'll say Porro. I thought Porro played really well this game. Not only the assist, but everything else. He played really well. He showed his quality. I'm saying Porro.
Yeah, I'm going to say Edwards just because goal and assist, and he's really found form. I know it's probably not form. He's just a very good player, but like playing out of position as well. You have to remember playing up front. That's not his thing. And even when he's played on the wing, I think we all saw it last year. I know people were saying that I said that there wasn't need for him last year, and that's because let's be honest, I did as well. I remember saying it because I remember I had a few people coming for me for it.
But let's be honest, we had Sarabia. He was off the bench last season.
Yeah,
we weren't wrong. And and I don't know about you, but we were saying, sorry, Sam, saying that this is more of a signing for next season, and we're not wrong. Like, it clearly is.
And I agree. It's like he didn't even get burned. Like he came off the bench. I don't think did he even start. I'm sure he did start a few games, but he didn't really.
Season?
Yeah, he didn't really get that much burn. And I remember it took him a while to actually bring him on. Mm-hmm. And if he did bring him on, it was like 5 minutes or 10 minutes. And yeah, to that point, I was like, what's the point? Like, Tabata's there doing the same thing. Like, yeah. But anyway, yeah. Obviously, great signing. But the percentage of deal annoys me a bit. But, it is what it is. 52 million release clause. We'll get, 27, 28?
Maybe we'll buy more percentage. I don't think he's sold this summer. I think we can sell him in 2. We'll see how it continues. Yes, it continues.
It's off Spurs. I don't think we can buy it off. Can we buy off English teams? I know we can buy it off Portuguese teams.
Oh, okay. Then I don't know that.
So I think for them, it's not like percentage of the past. It's percent of future sale, which I think is different in Portugal. I
makes sense,
but it could be wrong.
Last thing on this game and just in general, I don't know what Amorim has said, but I've noticed since this game, maybe actually since Estoril, Edwards has been driving forward since. Yeah. The same way where even reports came out that Amorim has said to Trincão to take more shots. I don't know, maybe he's told Edwards to, do what you want with the ball, like continue dancing, because ever since Estoril, but especially this game, we've seen Edwards have that confidence to take on a man or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 like we've seen against Tottenham. But yeah, it's been unreal.
Yeah, facts. Let me move on to the final game, and that was the Liga win. Feels like a while ago, this game. I know the Frankfurt one was longer, but I think all our focus has been on the Champions League. So, it was against Portimonense, and it was an absolute demolition of 4-0. The lineup is as follows. So, in goal, obviously, trusty Adan, Nuno Santos, Ignacio, Coates, Neto, and Ricardo Esgaio for the suspended Pedro Porro, who... Was he suspended? No, he was on the bench. Sorry, he's literally right there. He got the start instead of Pedro Porro. Morita, Pedro Gonçalves, Rochinha getting his first debut start amongst others, and Trincão, who scored 2, Pot with 1, and Nuno Santos with the other. Danny, man, what are your thoughts on the game? If you do remember it, I'm struggling to remember it, to be honest.
I've watched a few highlights. I'm just watching the end of it. But yeah, no, it was good. I remember an early goal to calm the nerves. I think Trincão also got a deflection on the first goal, but then he scored another one right after. Pot assist. Hold on, let me see this. But was it a pot assist on the?
It was like a pot.
I think it was. Oh no, it was Rashinga. But Porta Rashinga to Trincão. The Mingo connection that Dave was talking about earlier. This game, bro, all I remember of it was like complete utter dominance, bro. I even forgot Samuel Portugal wasn't even in Portimonense anymore. Totally, slipped my mind. We there's nothing a lot to say about the game. We beat Frankfurt. We had all the confidence, and we went to spank Portimonense. I wish we didn't start the season off so tough as we did, because maybe we wouldn't be 8 points back from first and 5 points from Porto. But and maybe we'd finally be finding our form now, so that wouldn't be a worry. But listen, it is what it is. We dominated Portimonense at home. It seems like at home at least we'll be playing well and we'll be winning the games. It's a way that I'm a bit more worried about. But yeah, man, it was good again. And maybe it's just because he's on form. Maybe it's because we haven't mentioned. Well, I feel like we do, but we'll mention it. I feel like the Sporting Twitterverse doesn't mention him enough. Is again, Nuno Santos, an incredible game also here. Also bagged the goal at the end. I was watching it actually with somebody who has no idea of Sporting, and they were saying that Nuno Santos looks like a young Vladimir Putin, and I got like the side by side picture, and it was true. So he's coming through and tearing shit up. I feel bad for Gonçalo Costa actually. Quick mention on Portimonense, who was subbed off in the 30th. I don't know why. He was actually playing decent.
They said injury, I believe.
Oh, was it injury? Okay. Because I was watching it on Goal TV, and our boy, I forget his name, was even like, why the
Pedro Torres? Is it something Torres?
Yeah, something Torres. You're right. Maybe it's Pedro Torres. He was like, why are they taking him off? He wasn't that bad. So an injury that makes sense. But yeah, dominance, 4-0 win. What we needed and what we need against Boavista now, because this is going to be a big game. Boavista has won me a lot of money so far this season. They're in good form this season.
Yeah, I mean, I generally can't remember much of the game. I remember the Trincão deflected goal, but still, like, you could tell Amorim, that report that came, the report that came out, you can definitely see that Amorim has said, shoot more. There's no doubt about it, because he was so scared first couple of games. I think it was the way Bruno Lage plays at Wolves. They don't play that attacking. A lot of it is defensive from Bruno Lage. So yeah, I'm really impressed with Trincão. Same with Nuno Santos. I really think I've always been a big fan of Nuno Santos, but he has really stepped it up in the last few games. I think he's really, really underrated, if not the most underrated player we have. Because all the headlines is the first season it's Pedro Gonçalves, but I believe Nuno Santos got the most assists. The season afterwards, it was all about Sarabia, sorry, and Nuno Santos definitely had a worse season last year, but I still think he was great off the bench, and he did score in quite a few big games against Porto in with 2-0. That was him. Against Ajax, I believe the away leg he scored as well. So yeah, I think he's very underrated. Good game as well for Ricardo Esgaio, got in the team of the week. I think really solid against, Portimonense aren't the best team, but they actually have been very in form up until this game. I don't think they even dropped. They didn't lose. I don't think they were on an unbeaten run there, but luckily that came to an end with us. And they've been playing
they're still 2 points ahead of us. That's how good they've been playing, and we've smashed them 4-0. So
shout out. There's a guy that follows me, and I think the Sporting page at Portimonense UK. So they have
true.
They have support. So shout out to him.
We should have got them on the pod. Whoever that is.
We should. I think it's just Portimonense.
Does he still tweet?
I think so. He interacts with Longboard Football Podcast. Shout out them as well. Shout out Albert, man.
Of course.
Shout out Albert and Barney. Two great guys. And if you don't follow them, by the way, what are you doing? Follow them. But yeah, that's all I will say for this game. I think, is it fair to say that you have Trincão as your man of the match?
Yes. Let me just quickly say, because I almost forgot. I was having this conversation with my boy, and this will be quick. Braga fan, but growing up he was a Benfica fan, so mind you. But he's a Portuguese national team fan, more important than anything. And he was saying, because I was saying, Nuno Santos, he's watching the Tottenham game in particularly. Maybe it's good form, you're gonna say, but he was saying that if it wasn't for Guerreiro and Nuno Mendes, or if let's say Guerreiro gets injured, Nuno Santos should be called up to the left wing spot because he can't think of a third option. And I was like, no, bro, you're crazy. But the more I thought about it, I was like, okay, but let's say Fernando Santos isn't allowed to take another right back, because that's what I told him. I was saying you play Cancelo at left back, you play Smithu or Dalot at right back, right? But you're saying if you can't play another right back at left back, Nuno Santos should be considered third option, maybe. And I thought about that, and I'm like, maybe, because I can't think. But that's me not being able to think of another left back, right? But anyways, I just wanted to throw that out there. But yeah, my man in the match. You're right, Sam. Trincão. I've been praising my boy. He showed up this game in particularly, but he's been showing up lately. And shout out Trincão. Shout out the Pot as well. You know I love you, bro. I'll be giving you some man of the matches soon. But right now, I gotta choose the others, bro. If you watch this, because I know you do.
I've just done a quick Google search of it. So you said Nuno Mendes and Rafael Guerreiro fair.
After that, that's not a right back as well.
Okay, so I think Fernando Santos has called Mario Rui a few times, right?
Okay, but has he been playing lately? I don't know. Is he still at Napoli?
He's still at Napoli. I don't know if he plays. But yeah, I'm looking through. Yeah, I maybe if there's one that
Ricardo Pereira's injured, right? You can play Cancelo there. I'm not saying you can't.
Yeah, it would be Cancelo.
Cancelo and Dalot are right backs. And then actually maybe you could throw in Cedric. And Cedric has played left back.
Does Nuno Tavares get in ahead of him?
At Marseille, maybe. Marseille, yeah. You're not wrong. I didn't think of Nuno Tavares.
I hate that guy. He's not a very good
shit.
footballer.
He makes out with dogs, bro. But like, you know.
Yeah, but he first and foremost he's shit. Second, he makes out with dogs.
Makes out with dogs. In that order. Oh, okay. Mario Ruiz played 5 games, 2 in the Champions League. Okay.
Yeah, Richard makes a very good point. You have to remember that Fernando Santos does not make good decisions.
That's facts.
Yeah.
Though I'm not mad at the call-up. Not that mad.
Everyone says about Inacio, but he's really been out of form until that Spurs game, in my opinion.
I'm more pissed that which Jota got called up. It wasn't Diogo Jota, right? He's injured.
Yeah, it was.
Jota,
it was
Diogo Jota.
Yeah. The other Jota, I think, should get.
That's what I'm saying. I'm more pissed that Jota got called up, even though he's been injured. It should be either Pot or Jota from Celtic.
And Danilo as well. I saw a stat. I can't remember his name. I think he's not even cracked 100 minutes in playtime yet.
Yeah, exactly.
That kid from Benfica, I really rate. And Antonio Silva?
Yeah.
He looks very good. And obviously, he's young. And he probably got called into like the under-21s or like under 18.
Agreed. But and Thiago Jallo, I've seen him get a lot of shit. Sporting Academy player, mind you. Thiago Jallo has been getting a lot of shit. He's been playing really well for Lille. So he deserves the call-up. Now, in those 3, okay, I'm with you. I don't think Danilo deserves a call-up. William's washed, but I think William, if I'm not mistaken,
William has been in very good form.
He's been playing well for Betis.
Signed a contract as well, by the way.
Yeah, exactly. I thought he was going to come to us on a free next season.
I thought he was going to Fenerbahce, man.
Or that too. Yeah. Bruma, by the way, at Fenerbahce. Ha! That's all I got to say. Danilo. Okay, he's been somewhat playing at PSG, not a lot. Bro, it's Nations League. Bring up either Inacio or the Benfica kid. Obviously, I think Inacio is more deserving of a call-up. He's been around longer. But is Inacio too old for the under-21s? Am I missing something here?
He just turned 21 in August. So I don't know is it cut off 21 or is it 22?
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm confused about, too.
Because if it's under 21s, then surely it has to be under 20. I don't know.
I don't know either. Let me see. I know Eduardo Quaresma.
Oh, I think Danny's gone. Danny, can you hear me? Danny's gone. Danny?
My camera fucked off. Okay.
You just disappeared, man.
Wow. Anyways, okay.
But yeah, I feel what you're saying. Yeah, I agree. To be fair, I think I disagree. I think the Benfica kid's been better than Inacio has been. That's because I think Inacio's been awful. And I don't think he really should have got called up. And do you know what? It's good for us that none of our players got called up because they can have a long rest. And even so, right, obviously we want our players to go to the World Cup. If they don't go to the World Cup, that's like a month off in time they have. Whereas, like, let's say they go to the World Cup, get injured, Benfica players get injured, John Murray gets injured, whatever. You know, you never know what can happen. So I think it's good that they get that rest. There was something I saw is obviously that Haaland's been very good for Man City. He's going to get that whole month off because Norway didn't qualify for the World Cup, I believe. So he's going to get that whole month off and come back in. And he's already killing it. So, but yeah. You back, Danny?
Yeah, I guess I don't know why my I need to get this laptop fixed. Anyways, it's been fucking off lately for me. But wow, there's another thing I need to fix.
That's calm. We're nearly finished anyway. I've got two more things to show
Very
you, and
true.
that'll be it. But first one is next game against Bovista. I'll show you the league table currently. Bovista sit pretty in fifth. They are currently 2 points above us with Portimonense. So in theory, a win will take us up to fourth. But yeah, what are your predictions? Sorry, we're currently sat in seventh, by the way, which is pretty bad. It's a pretty bad start to the season, all things considered. Obviously, Braga and Benfica have perfect starts, apart from that one draw. But what are your predictions on the Bovista game?
Like I said, Bovista has been winning me money, so Bovista are pretty good this season, if I do say so myself. I see them. I personally like them a lot more than Portimonense, at least style of play and all of that. But I and it's at the Bessa, which is tough. I'm still gonna go with a win because I can't deny our form. I don't think we're gonna rest that many players. If we do, it's one or two, and it's probably Morita and we're dropping Pot because we're planning on holding possession a lot more. So I'm confident. I'm confident. And like you said, tough start to the season. We did get Braga and Porto out of the way, so those three are gonna start playing each other. But Braga, proving again today that they're a great team. They're here to compete. Which we'd love to see in Portugal. I don't know about you, but I hate Braga as much as the next Sporting fan, but they've also been winning me money this year, so I'm liking them. But they've been performing really well. Banza is a striker that I wish we signed. But anyways, Boavista, I'm confident. I think we'll win. But Boavista's tough. Let's not downplay this game.
Yeah. The only good thing for us, they lost the last two. Obviously, they won the last one, but the two before that they lost. I know you can say the same for us, but did Boavista have to play any of the big 3 or 4?
I think they lost 1-0 to Benfica.
Did they? They lost 3-0 to Benfica, and then before that they lost 2-0 to Casapia. So the Casapia one is obviously a bad result.
Casapia has been fucking disgusting this year too. But yeah, so it was 3-0 at Benfica. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I would say that we should win. Hopefully, it's going to be a difficult game, like I said at the best. I think we are going to rotate a bit as well. But I could also say us not rotating just because of the international break. I don't think Kawhi has been called up for Uruguay, but I don't think he actually plays. Like he sits the bench. I'm pretty sure. Right?
Actually, he might start playing with Godin probably. Well, we'll see. I don't know. I don't follow thing too much.
Yeah, Ugarte will probably start, I think. But yeah, having no players, like I said, and Morita got called up as well. But yeah, so I think at the moment, I will say a win as well. But I think it's definitely going to be a tough game. Bovista have looked well. James asked, do you think Sotiris is it, or Sotiris? Alex, do you think Alex is in the 11, Tony?
Not yet, because I noticed how Amorim treats his players, but I hope to see him soon, because I think if I do recall, it was the Portimonense game. He had he won the ball really high up the field that almost led to a goal, or it did lead to a goal. I can't remember now. But I've liked what I've seen from him so far. Maybe not so much the Tottenham game, but I've liked what I've seen so far of him. So I think he's a better pickup than most of us would have thought and imagined. So again, hat tip to Amorim and Varandas and fucking Hug Vienna, I guess.
Yeah, fair play. They seem to have that one spot on, obviously early doors, but he looks good, and I think Amorim is hardly ever wrong. I know, obviously, we talk about Vinagre, whatever, but
Vinagre was good for a bit, and then he just he got Anthony, but that's about it.
Yeah, if you get one bad signing, but like 10 or 11 good ones, then yeah, we'll let you off, I suppose. Lastly, I guess we'll do the predictions for Marseille as well. So Marseille currently sit bottom of the league, of the group. Sorry, we are currently top. They lost their last two against Tottenham at away and Frankfurt at home. This next match, Frankfurt away.
Frankfurt at home, because Frankfurt
and Spurs away.
And Spurs away. Yeah, it was in London.
Yeah. So, so that might be played in an empty stadium as UEFA open disciplinary proceedings because they literally shot fireworks at people. Shout out as well the Frankfurt English podcast who we've been messaging on Twitter. They had their fans go there, and luckily, they had one of their hosts go there, and luckily he was okay. But apparently, very scary scenes over there. And I was thinking about going to Frankfurt, but to Marseille, but I don't think I'm going to go anymore. Even Frankfurt fans are scary, man. Yeah. But because I think they were firing at each other, to be fair. But if I'm going to ask you for prediction, Danny, what would you give me?
We're slapping Marseille at home.
You reckon?
Don't reckon
it's
that.
It's the away game first, though.
It's the away game. Yes. That's what I meant. At their home.
Oh, okay.
We're slapping.
Oh, okay.
I think I could be wrong, like I said earlier. And after international break, we could come back and be fucking garbage, like it tends to happen. But I think we're slapping them.
Yeah,
Marseille's good though.
But... Yeah, they're a good team. They've got good players, and I think the only thing is that they're going to be motivated. They've literally got nothing to lose now. They're bottom. They sort of have to go out all out attack to try and score. But if we keep our heads and keep the same way we were playing against Tottenham and Frankfurt, I think we should be fine. But I think we've got to watch out for thay've got some talented players. We mentioned Nuno Tavares. As much as we hate him, I think he's done well for Marseille, to be fair. Payet, Alexis Sanchez. I know he's probably a wash now, but he's still one of the. I loved him at Arsenal. I'm not gonna lie.
Mbemba, I know he got a red, but Mbemba,
Eric Bailly as well.
Eric Bailly,
United. Just trying to think if I can remember any more.
They've always from Roma. Guendouzi from a while ago from Arsenal.
Yeah,
not bad.
Exactly. And they've got. I think they've got an all-round good team, but maybe it just hasn't shown. It's definitely shown in the French league, but not in the Champions League.
Yeah.
But if I sorry, Cameron. No, you go.
I was gonna say Luis Suarez that we're always linked to actually went to Marseille this summer. I didn't notice that.
Yeah. Fair enough. I was just going to ask you for a score prediction for that one.
2-0 Sporting.
I reckon 1-0 Sporting, and UEFA man, of course, off the bench.
Of course.
I don't know who's off the bench, but yeah, to score. But yeah, I think that's all we have time for. Unless you have anything else you want to add.
No, fine by me, bro.
Cool. So yeah, thank you all for watching. It was a bit of a long one today, but appreciate you sticking with us, and hopefully after the international break, obviously there's going to be a 2-week hiatus, but hopefully we won't go longer again without missing games, because I know a lot of you guys like to see us, and we don't like to miss episodes, but sometimes our schedules are just so conflicting that we can't get anyone on. But yeah, thank you for everyone. Again, shout out to the Tottenham Podspur, Last Word on Spurs, and Chris Cowlin for inviting us to be on their podcast and giving us some, they're genuinely very nice guys, the ones I spoke to as well. So shout out to them, and I hope to see them do well, I suppose, in the league, just not in the Champions League. But yeah, thank you everyone for watching. Make sure to follow us. TikTok, which has been popping off lately, I'm not going to lie. Got a good number of views on the Chris and Danny, Steph and Danny heated argument, if you want to call it heated. Well, I don't think it was heated, but if you
gotta get the titles, you gotta get the titles right.
But if you go to YouTube, type in Roy Keane, and I think one of the first or second words is heated. So and they always get good views. But yeah, if you want to follow Danny on Twitter, follow him here. If you want to follow me on Twitter, follow me there. And Sporting160_EN on Twitter, YouTube Sporting160EN, TikTok Sporting160EN, Instagram Sporting160EN, and Facebook Sporting160EN. I don't think. Spotify and SoundCloud, Apple Podcasts, again Sporting160EN. Thank you all for joining us, and peace.